hate overthinking. Who wouldn't agree with that? It gets us thinking of things that might not even be true. Well, I used to get so caught up with my own thoughts. Believe it or not, I used to be such a huge overthinker. But honestly, I'm so much better at handling them now. The thing about overthinking is that we tend to beat ourselves up most of the time. It never helps us to ease our mind, and it surely never makes things any better. We'll be stuck in this loophole of negative thoughts, and the next thing we know, we're crying over things that may or may not be true. People always tell us to stop overthinking, and obviously, it's not easy to do so. Like, how do we stop overthinking? Is that even the right question to ask? Or how do we get better at handling them? Sometimes we don't realize that not all answers are necessarily wrong. The questions can be wrong too. We're just too busy focusing on a question that does nothing to help us get the right answer, when all we can do is ask another question to get the right answer. We don't want to run and distract ourselves from overthinking, because the second we're alone, our minds start attacking us. What we want is to build resistance, a shield around us, so every time it comes back, we've trained to defend ourselves. The mean thoughts? I believe everyone struggles with it, at least from time to time. I still get them, but when I realize it, it's not about the overthinking and the bad thoughts. It's more on the response I give towards them. You know, words are actually more important than we think. The more you feed these thoughts of negative words, it will definitely be louder and stronger. But when you fight these thoughts with positive words, at first it's not gonna look so good, because you're not used to it. But over time, it gets better. A lesson I wish I had learned sooner is that some things get worse before it gets better. It actually applies to a lot of things in life. It may take a while, but just trust the process. It does get better. There were times that I felt like I was tired to push myself through, but I kept going because who knows what's at the finish line. It's definitely an easier said than done, but when you're alone, who else would pick you up to the finish line if it isn't yourself? You can't always depend on anyone else. Sure, people is an extra cheerleader, but you gotta remember that you are your own biggest cheerleader. You don't turn down on yourself, you turn to yourself. Pick yourself up and get to the finish line. And when you're there, the trophy is basically yours. And that's the best part. You get your confidence and your mindset changes. I thought I couldn't make it to the finish line either, but I did. And I believe you can too. So through this journey, let me be that extra cheerleader of yours. You can do it. I'm rooting for you.